This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of October 9th, 2023. Relationships are on everyone's mind and radar this week. It doesn't matter whether you have a close personal connection or not. Every one of us is in some way grappling with what relationships mean to us and what the ground rules are that we have been operating under. The Libra new moon on the 14th brings all of this into sharp focus. It is a solar eclipse hitting the reset button in oh so many ways. Volatility is a guarantee, people coming and going also guaranteed. Probably the sensation of time speeding up as well, and yet the skies are providing tools for navigating and managing this in a sane and healthy way. Unbelievably, Venus, the host of this event, the social director of the skies, the ruler of everything we value and how we relate to each other, starts the week in the no-nonsense sign of Virgo, where she remains for about a month. This is Earth Mother mode. It encourages analytical responses to things, trying to put situations in order, making healthy choices, and being profoundly pragmatic about how we interact with each other. Issues of adulting very quickly come up for everybody. We get a look at what our relationship to authority is, how we feel impeded or not, how much we have committed to ourselves, how responsible we have been and are being to our own needs for sanity and groundedness as Venus opposes Saturn, planet of adulting, on the 10th. Keep in the back of your mind that Saturn is the outer planet at the earliest degree of a sign and is essentially the gatekeeper. Each time a planet changes signs very quickly, it will have a meeting of some sort with Saturn. This one on the 10th challenges everyone to put their big kid pants on. At the same time, Pluto stations direct. Now, normally I wouldn't bother to mention an outer planet stationing direct because it happens every year. But this time, Pluto is stationing direct at a degree that we're not going to experience again in our lifetime. It is moving very slowly. It has been parked at 27 Capricorn, which is the United States Pluto. So yes, phase 4 of the U.S. Pluto return. The first 3 passes were last year, and this is the final one. And it will stay there for some time before moving on, and in January going to 0 degrees Aquarius. Next fall, Pluto will come back to the very last degree of Capricorn. But for right now, think of his influence as bearing down, boring down, deeper and deeper and deeper on or into deconstructing and restructuring our foundations and institutions. And I mean that personally as well as collectively. Then we all decide to dive into Pluto's territory and to research and go very deep and intensely into those nether realms when Mars enters Scorpio on the 12th. And the next day collaborates with Saturn and makes it really easy for us to master something, to take control of going deep, to cut something away with efficiency and precision that facilitates our sanity and health. And as this is happening, our minds and our information sources play catch up. We're called upon to take responsibility for the thoughts that we're sending out into the world. We're called upon to adjust what we think and say about authority and spheres of responsibility. And maybe some of us come to grips with some lingering father and authority issues as Mercury makes an inconjunct to Saturn. The combined effect of all of these aspects is giving us the wherewithal to be discerning, to protect our boundaries, to go deep and figure out what's happening below the surface, and to proceed in stealth mode as this eclipse arrives. This toolkit affects the wishes that you make on this new moon. It affects the goals that you set. It affects how you proceed with the relationship reboots and how you react to who goes and who comes in. And ultimately, we're all being given the opportunity to level up, to upgrade, to install new operating systems that run how we deal with each other. We'll hit a point of testing and review next spring at the Aries new moon solar eclipse that will be almost opposite where this one occurs. So know that the energies of this week, the developments of this week are going to play out for a very, very long period of time. And the first feedback, the first status report you're going to get is almost immediate on the 15th. Some surprise, some monkey wrench, some, whoops, didn't see that coming, that pretty much forces you to let go of something that has been holding you back. It's as if the blindfold is ripped off the figure in the Eight of Swords in the tarot when the sun makes an adjustment aspect to Uranus on the 15th. There's a lot more about all of this in my talk, Out of My Way, the Aries Libra eclipses of 2023 to 2025, and in my forecast for the Libra new moon solar eclipse, which is already up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net. Homing thought of the week: be the adult in the room. Song of the week: Invisible String by Taylor Swift. And the image of the week is blocking time on your schedule for workouts and naps. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. Visit my site, empowermentunlimited.net, to sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. This week, I'll be talking again about the astrology of current events on Annette Dion's Spirit Talk podcast at 3 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, October 10th. I host the show Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern. I also host lively conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and in the group, the Astro-Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I post on Instagram and Threads at K.A. Biehl and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel. Talk to you next week.